It is time for the last 4 episodes to the first part of Young Justice Outsiders. What is up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeek Mixer here, ready to break down what happened with the last 4 episodes. And all these episodes pretty much connect together, just in different sets of stories. Basically, with 3 stories. So let's start off with the first one. Now, Cyborg, as most of us fans know of comics, we know how he becomes Cyborg, and it's no different from here in Young Justice. But man, let me just tell you, the dark tone they did with this, the graphics on it are surreal, man. And just looking at it, that was completely crazy, man. This right here, this makes everything we saw with Halo when she died off. That was nothing compared to what we saw with Victor. I mean, getting in a fight with his dad just like he did in Justice League Wars, and then there's an explosion, and he ends up losing parts to himself, and that's the scene right there. You people are no doubt being like, oh my God, because that was just like what no doubt most people were thinking. But as we all know, his father saves him, but this time it's with something called a father box, not a mother box. At first I was confused on why they were calling it a father box, and I did research on it, and it turns out this is actually what it's always been called back on Apocalypse. With all the other iterations we've had of New Genesis and Apocalypse and the other animations that had those guys, they always called those mother boxes, when in reality, when stuff from Apocalypse, their boxes are called father boxes. The difference between them is mother boxes are for New Genesis, and they're good, while father boxes are evil. And that's exactly what we're seeing, because here's the thing. When Victor gets that thing stuck to him, and it changes him into a cyborg, he becomes possessed, like he's evil, because after he has this reaction of finding out what he's become, he starts to try to attack everyone and kill them in that laboratory, and he would have too. But here's the thing. While it was the father box that was making him want to kill him, the anger inside him that he's feeling towards his dad, that's real, and which makes him decides to leave. But before he's able to leave, the way he gets cleansed of the father box's influence on him is Halo. And this is where we find out about Halo's identity. You see, Halo is actually a living mother box inside the Gabrielle, who was the human girl herself. Now, as we all saw in the first 3 episodes, Gabrielle was kidnapped, experiment to see if she had metahuman powers, but she didn't, and she died, but she came back to life, and that was where the mother box actually took over her body and resurrected her. Now, you see, mother boxes and father boxes, they're all living, breathing things. Well, you know what I'm saying. Let's not get into those details. Y'all get what I mean. But even in the first few episodes of when they premiered, Superboy found a mother box that was dismantled, and it's that very mother box that is inside Halo. Also, that since mother box don't know anything about human emotions, it can interfere with their powers. You see, Halo, during the time when she was trying to cleanse Cyborg, which led into a bit of a horror film thing when it comes to this section of the story I'm talking about. That's what it felt like. There was a little horror. It was like we were watching a horror TV show or movie right there. Because here's the thing. When Cyborg went into the father box possessing him again, there was a time Halo couldn't cleanse him because her human emotions were getting in the way, that it was interfering with her powers. But luckily, Halo was able to figure him out and able to permanently cleanse Cyborg of the father box. Now moving straight on to Beast Boy and the Goody Goggles. Now, Goody Goggles. It almost sounded like I said something else there, but whatever. Either case, we are finally got answers to the subplot as to why Beast Boy went into stardom and not stay with the team. It's because of all the deaths he's seen. From Wally West to Jason Todd, Aqua Girl, and his own mother. It really was making him get scared, and with being with the team, it felt like with all the deaths of his family, parents and everything, he felt like he was like running away from something. So he thought he wasn't being close to his family like he thought he was. So he went on to acting. He said he didn't have a choice. We all got choices, man, especially with what we want to do with our lives. But either way, yeah, he admitted that for a while it started to seem good, and he had even reunited with some of the cast from his mother's show called Hello, Megan. And that and yeah, it did seem like that. Also, Renee, the co-star who was acting as her best friend in that show, that she is actually Renee from the Doom Patrol, and we also get a cameo of her now husband Mento. He's into when him going to see his girlfriend going out. He goes in and plays those goody goggles, which, as we were right, they are used to track down metahumans. And the device that is used for that, I'm not sure if any of y'all noticed. For any of y'all who have seen Reign of the Supermans, I'm pretty sure that y'all could tell that the goody goggles and that device that was used in Reign of the Superman, they have similarity values because they were used to turn people into slaves so they could take them to locations for metahuman trafficking. But not unfortunately, fortunately for Beast Boy, that didn't happen. There was a spark that happened, and in his head, he was battling everything from his past to all the people he had dying. And this is where we're led into the Doom Patrol appearing, but in Teen Titans Go animation style. Not a fan of Teen Titans Go straight up, but it was great to see the Doom Patrol and see all the actors from Teen Titans be voicing each of them. And yeah, instead of Negative Man, you got Negative Woman. But still, it was great in the end. Beast Boy was finally able to realize that he maybe made a little rational mistake there, because outside he was like stone cold. He was like possessed and his pulse was down, so his girlfriend calls in hospital and Megan and Connor. Megan tried to go in there to help him, but he had already fixed himself, thanks to the pet monkey who was having Wally West's voice in there. And if I'm not mistaken, because truthfully, this is sounding like Wally West is still there, because when he's talking through with Wally West's voice, he's mentioning how he sparked him, jolted him out and everything. Now, is this saying the monkey made Beast Boy, or was it Wally West that made Beast Boy? And was that Wally West inside him, like getting through to him through the Speed Force? I would like to think maybe that is it. But either case, in the end, yes, McGann found him. They had a little reunion, and it was great to see that. And then he woke up and got to being where he's going to seem to be staying with the celebrity career, but being a superhero at the same time. And this leads into the third and most important story, that it actually has episode 10 and episode 13 conjured together. Now in episode 10, Batman, Katana, and Metamorpho went to Santa Prisca to find out if Tara really was there. And man, what a great infiltration it was. It was great to even see Lady Shiva and Katana go head to head. And man, did I love that. It was awesome. What a fight. I wish I could have saw more of it. And Metamorpho, he put up a good fight there with Deathstroke. He's showing them that, be careful of me. You don't really know all of what I can do. Because when he threw that bomb, Deathstroke threw that bomb at him, it just changed his appearance. And man, his shape-shifting and able to turn into all these chemicals played some really good pranks, in a sense, on some of the guards there. Oh, that was so cool. But we found out that Tara wasn't on there, but they were able to get data to find out where she was. And then Nightwing took the team out there to find her. She was being sold to in a fight club, gonna be in a fight and then sold to people for an auction. And this is where we are confirmed that the Court of Owls exists in this universe. Yes, the Court of Owls exists in the Young Justice universe. Whoa, this is crazy, man. We're just getting all sorts of bits and pieces of confirmation for the Bat Family. It's just going wild. Oh man, and the next, what they do is they go undercover, because they end up finding Terror while they're like, not snooping, but you know what I mean, reconning, getting a situation on things. And when they find her, they disguise themselves as Court of Owls and sell her, and are able to buy her off. But even though they completed that mission there, they still need to stop that metahuman trafficking. And let's just say it gets into some great scenes right here, where we got Superboy meeting back up with Icicle Jr., and it seems they have not much hard feelings because they're acting like frenemies. And then you have Black Lightning take on that big giant woman with the tattoos. Since she's saying she can take anything he throws at her, then he's like, thanks for telling me, and bam! He just knocks her out bad there. But they rescue the kids, they deal a major blow to the metahuman trafficking business. But it isn't all smooth sailings from here because it turns out Tara is actually working as a spy for Deathstroke. No surprise there. Looks like they're going in the Judas contract route, and I don't got a problem with that one bit. Not one bit. But I'm sure you guys are also noticing how there's a mole in each season. Season 1, Red Arrow. Season 2, Aqualad. And now we got season 3 with Tara. Are they always going to do this? Jeez. Now we'll just go right into the characters, because the characters, I'm just telling you, I love them. Finally, Brion and Halo, they're official, so this means they're now a couple and everything. And that's kind of what, and when he went off on the way to save his sister, Halo had to stay behind to take care of Victor. That was where she was having all these worried feelings about him and stuff that interfere with her powers. But also, Halo and Forager have the first day of school. And of course, they don't fit in with anyone except this one person, Harper, who has a little influence in the Batman side of the families. During Scott Snyder's time, that was how she came into the DC comic universe. I don't know much about her, but it's great to know at least Halo and Forager have some friends there. And man, do I just love Forager all the way. Some people said they wouldn't like him. Me, though, I straight up liked him from the beginning. I mean, his pronouns may be weird, but they're part of his character, and I just love this guy to death. I love him. And Halo, man, that girl's so cute. I just can't help but be like always smiling around her. She's so sweet and innocent. It's so cool. But either case, that is pretty much all. Oh yeah, and also, before I go, Red Arrow and Cheshire had a little reunion, and it seems that she's just forcing herself to be on the life of crime, not admitting that she's happy because of that one single tear she had as she's leaving, shows she really does love her family. But either way, I would definitely love to know your guys' thoughts on it. Just leave them in the comment section down below, and if you're enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and be notified of when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeek Mixer will be signing out and seeing you later. Bye!